Welcome back to episode 3 of Starring Emma Roberts, the finale of The Ultimate Forbidden Christmas Kiss. You're definitely going to want to listen to the first 2 episodes before diving in, so if you haven't done that for some reason, go back and listen. We're starting with part 6, written by Sarah Isaacson, who is only allowed to read part 5. When we last left them, Annie Christmas and Stephen Easter had just been freed from a cult who tried to brainwash them with soup. Some other stuff also happened. And now, back to The Ultimate Forbidden Christmas Kiss.
We had a small horror movie in the middle of the movie, if you remember.
Very, yeah.
Gruesome.
These last 2 were very like Ari Aster to me.
Yes.
Like gore and people getting lit on fire almost.
Giant soups.
Cults.
Entrails and hair.
Sort of midwinter vibes.
Yeah. Ooh,
A lot of
yes.
soups.
Oh my gosh,
And we can
that's
have
good.
like different directors for each act of the movie.
I was thinking the
Should be
exact
that
same
way.
thing.
Yeah.
God, that's awesome.
It should be
Yeah,
that
would
way.
be great.
So again, more
All of
jobs
them are
for
Lars von Trier.
everybody
Yeah.
listening.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
How do we become
Again, this
job
is for you,
creators?
directors. That's why we made this. For you and also actors. if
And
you're an
also Emma
actor.
Roberts.
And Emma Roberts.
Maybe she'll direct it.
Oh.
Maybe
Her
Eric
debut
Roberts
film.
should play
Not
all these
of it.
characters.
Guys, I'm really anxious to hear the next part.
Let's
Okay,
go.
thanks for keeping us on track,
Cool.
Noah. Let's get into it. This is Act/Part 6 of The Ultimate Forbidden Christmas Kiss.
Book 6.
Book 6, written by me. Imagine that I only received the previous 12 insane pages and had to sort of try to piece some stuff together and move forward. Let's cast this. I continue to play Annie. Diana is played by Lorraine. Stephen will be played by Danny. Male voice / Elliot is Todd. Old woman mourner, Dana. Cop, Noah.
Oh.
Scrooge, also Dana. Flower delivery guy / Charles, Noah.
Spoiler alert, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, but what was I supposed to say? Do you want me to re-record?
Oh.
People will still be excited to hear how it happens.
Okay, let's
They're out
I'll
now.
re-record that. I'll just re-record that one a little bit. Flower delivery guy.
I'm not going to edit this.
Okay, well now we've just heard me say that.
It's
this
not
is
Charles.
good. This
It's
is
not
cool.
Charles.
This is the
It's all
process.
staying in.
It's all behind the scenes. Okay, so Noah, you're doing that. Mrs. Easter will be played by Dana. Mr. Easter will be played by Noah. And introducing Jarad as Doopy. The role he was born to play. This is okay. Let's do this. Okay. Exterior Belgian beer maker's yard. Moments later, Annie Christmas, Stephen Easter, and Annie's mom Diane are gathered in a Belgian beer maker's yard for whatever reason. It's like, this is mad. Diane stares off into the middle distance, seemingly lost in thought. Hello, Mom? I said, does Dad know you're here?
I heard you, sweet girl. I'm just gathering.
Sweet girl all the time.
I'm just gathering the courage to answer.
Annie and Stephen look at each other. What is going on?
Okay, listen up. Your dad, just moments ago, tried to strangle me, and he burned down the news van and then laughed. This is how it happened. Laughed as I ran away in fear. I think I'm going to ask him for a divorce.
All right, I forgot. What? No, you can't. Christmases don't divorce. It's in our family code.
Completely made up.
Annie, for God's sake, shut up. Your father, Elliot, doesn't want you and Stephen to be together. He was angry with me for believing in true love.
Well, dog's breakfast. That yanker's maybe the normal toast on the armor.
Annie, you love this Australian man. And I'll always support your choices, even if the rest of the world can't.
What are you talking about, Mom? Why does the world want to keep us apart?
Well, it's because...
Zoink! Diane is hit by a bullet and drops dead.
Zoink is the bullet.
Mom? I've never heard a bullet, okay? Annie stumbles out of her wheelchair and falls on top of her mother's body. Stephen crouches down beside them.
This little shingler's a goner. It says crying.
Yeah. That's how Australians sound when they cry. Yeah. Exterior, interior, building across the street. Same time, a sniper rifle retreats back through a window. A shady figure engulfed in shadows reveals a bright white smile. Exterior, Belgian beer maker's yard continuous. Annie is still beside herself. What the fuck is going on?
You don't swear very often.
That's true, but I'm upset, Stephen. My dad's crazy and my mom is dead. And for what? She lets out a wail. Ah! Then, it happened again.
No. Not the thing that always happens when you get really upset or drunk or you eat too much garlic.
Oh, no.
Annie nods, tearful and ashamed. Cut to interior Annie's bathroom moments later. Annie is in the bathtub. Stephen kneels over her, hosing her off with a shower head and singing her a lullaby.
She shit herself, right?
Annie closes.
Go to sleep, mate. Right now.
Annie closes her eyes and lets the shame wash over her. And,
Oh my God.
And the shit wash off of her. Had to do it. Why do you love me, Stephen Easter? I'm a mess.
Oh, I can't disagree with you there.
He picks up a giant turd from the bathtub and holds it up for Annie to see.
That's what we call a Bondi cigar.
Oh my God, so embarrassing. Stephen deposits her turd in the toilet nearby and keeps washing her.
Don't you worry, little birdie. I'm not going anywhere. Even though our families are at war and almost dragged us into a sex cult, and I'm pretty sure we've survived multiple murder attempts, which you could interpret as a sign that we actually shouldn't be together, I can't help it. I love you, teeth and all.
Okay. Why does everyone keep commenting on my teeth? Are they that big?
Annie, we're having a romantic moment. I'm washing your shit-covered body and telling you I love you.
Okay. Thank you for being here with me, especially with everything going on with my family. I really love you, and I'm so excited to become Annie, Rebecca, Christmas, Easter. Romantic music swells. He takes her face in his hands, and they gaze into each other's eyes. It's actually kind of beautiful. Exterior churchyard. Yeah. Exterior churchyard day. It's Diane Christmas's funeral. Hard change in tone. Very somber. Mourners dressed in black sit on folding chairs, weeping and holding each other. We zoom out to see a KFRT-10 Easter family news team standing on the periphery, reporting on the funeral. Stephen pushes Annie in her wheelchair toward the gathering. Annie clocks the news team in disgust. Unbelievable. My mother's body has been cold for 24 hours, but your family just has to get the scoop. Stephen puts his hand on her shoulder comfortingly.
This probably ain't the right time to tell you this, but I feel like if it was my mum who died, your family's news van would be absolutely on the scene.
Annie glares at him in disbelief.
Right. Sorry. We'll shelve it.
They continue toward their seats at the front of the yard. Exterior churchyard later. Stephen stands at the little makeshift podium, finishing up an emotional eulogy.
In conclusion, she was a good woman. She didn't deserve to die. Thank you.
Everyone claps and nods to each other. Good eulogy. Stephen hops down, proud of himself. Suddenly,
If it's all right, I'd like to say a few words.
reveal Elliot Christmas approaching the podium. Dad, what are you doing here?
Annie, please. I loved your mother. She was my best friend.
Oh, your best friend? Your best friend that you tried to kill and then successfully did kill?
What?
I know it was you, Dad. You're violent and you hate love. Mom told me everything. She should have divorced you when she was still alive. Light gasps from the mourners. Divorce?
Everyone listen. Wow. I did not kill my wife. Yes, we had a disagreement and it got physical. Sometimes that would happen. I'm not saying it's good. And I lost my head a little and I burned down her news van. But I only did it to scare her so that she'd see I was right.
More gasps from the mourners. A cop stands up from the back row.
Elliot Christmas, you're under arrest. I was going to wait till after the funeral service, but out of respect for the late Mrs. Christmas, but then you just confessed, so this is really the perfect time.
Cut to exterior churchyard moments later. The cop drags Elliot away in handcuffs. Annie leans on Stephen's shoulder. letting out a sob. Could this day get any worse? Beat. Then. Oh no. Stephen.
Again?
Interior Annie's bathroom later. Annie is back.
God.
I'm sorry, you guys. Annie is back in the bathtub. Stephen once again hosing her down. This time, there's no lullaby. No noise at all. No. Nobody speaks. Stephen picks a brown blob out of Annie's hair and puts it in the toilet. After a while, maybe my dad is right.
No, Annie. You should never strangle a woman. Even if she tries to strangle you first.
Not about that. I mean, he doesn't think we should be together. And I guess I've been questioning that too.
Oh, come on, Annie Banani. We can't call it quits now. We have to be crowned best Christmas couple and share true love's kiss.
I don't think we should go to the Christmas couple contest, Stephen. I mean, what if it turns out like the B-Dubs wing off?
You mean how instead of a friendly chicken wing competition, there was a mass murder?
Yeah.
That's what happened.
It's all just feeling very bad vibes. Stephen climbs into the tub with Annie. What are you doing?
I don't want to wait till tonight. Let's just kiss right now.
Are you crazy? You're covered in shit.
I don't care. We don't need some weird tradition dictating our future. Wing off, best Christmas couple contest. What the heck, man? We're normal adults living in the year 2042. We can kiss when we want to kiss.
I love the year.
Huge reveal.
I forgot. Ding dong, doorbell's ringing.
You have a doorbell?
Annie nods. Interior, exterior, Annie's doorway. Moments later, Stephen, wrapped in a towel and looking like a dumb, sexy snack, opens the door to reveal nobody. There's nobody there. Stephen looks down and sees a bouquet of flowers. It's a gorgeous arrangement, peach peonies with pops of greens and whites, really tasteful. He picks it up, sees there's an envelope attached with the company name on the front. Larsh Flowers and Wedding Arrangements.
Large.
I love Marsh.
He opens the envelope and takes out the card. Reading the card.
Dear Annie and Stephen, after a minor snafu, the B-Dubs wing off is back on. Consider this a sign that you two are absolutely supposed to be together. Meet at the Babbleston's Manor tonight at 11:59 p.m. sharp. Look good.
Stephen stares at the card for another few seconds, then lets out a shriek of excitement.
Oh my God, Annie! Annie!
Exterior hallway, same time. The flower delivery guy walks down the hall, away from Annie's apartment. We only see him from behind. He takes out a cell phone and makes a phone call. Interior, Ebenezer Scrooge's lair, intercut. Scrooge picks up the phone.
Is the monkey in the cage?
The monkey is fully in the cage.
You've done well. Come to the place. The Easters are already here.
Flower delivery guy hangs up. Camera pans around and we see his face. It's Charles.
Bum, bum, bum.
Back in. Interior, Ebenezer Scrooge's lair, continuous. Scrooge.
Scrooge.
Right? Oh, Scrooge? Is that how you say it? Scrooge. Interior Ebenezer Scrooge's lair, continuous. Scrooge reveals. No, now I feel like I'm saying it by Scrooge.
You're pronouncing it the French way.
Scrooge, yeah. Scrooge. Scrooge swivels his high-backed chair around to face his guests, Mr. and Mrs. Easter, Stephen's parents, who are also sitting in high-backed chairs and looking villainous.
I'm pleased we have joined forces at last. Who is that? What's happening over there?
A teenage girl is huddled in the corner, holding a news camera and filming silently. Mrs. Easter?
Oh, sorry. That's Kylie, Mr. Scrooge, our summer intern.
Her father owns 50% of the station. We just kind of let her do a thing.
Way to make sense of the accent.
I don't love that she's filming us. Whatever.
He takes out his notepad and pen, clicks it on.
So, shall we continue plotting society's demise?
Everyone nods and smiles evilly. Interior County Jail, night. Close on, a yellow cart full of towels. The side of... a towel callback. Perhaps several acts later. Remember Danny with the towels?
Yeah, and the socks.
Very nice.
Yes. The side of the cart reads, property of Eastmas County Jail. We follow the cart as it's pushed slowly down the hall, approaching interior jail cell, night. We hear the cart rolling off screen. Inside the cell, Elliot Christmas paces and rants. His disaffected, chilled-out cellmate, Doopy, lies on a cot, tossing a squeezy ball up in the air over and over.
I could never get to the place beyond anger, right? I could never step back and say, okay, Elliot, pause. You don't need to react. You don't need to choke. You don't need to burn down a news van. Take a moment. But I'm in that place now, and I see it all so clearly.
I'm just stuck on a few key details here. What is a Christmas couple? Am I supposed to know what that is?
Are you serious right now? Every year a new couple is crowned best Christmas couple. And this year my daughter and her Australian boyfriend are up for the top spot, but they can't win, Doopy. I have to stop them.
Again, why?
Elliot grabs Doopy's squeezy ball and chucks it at the wall.
Because if Annie Christmas and Stephen Easter share a kiss, Christmas and Easter will become one holiday. It'll be the end of Christmas as we know it.
Doopy sits up, everything suddenly hitting him.
Holy shit. We have to do something.
I know.
No, like seriously, Elliot. We have to save Easter. Do you understand?
Oh, well, I'm sort of on the save Christmas side of things, but I think we have a common goal.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Elliot looks at him puzzled. How are they going to escape? Interior Annie's bedroom, same time. Stephen stands in front of a full-length mirror in a spiffy tuxedo, adjusting his bow tie.
Well, I hope I'm not dressed too formal. The invite said look good, but I reckon a bogan could saunter in, all fig jam, nothing except the fresh pair of dungarees and make me a right warm bath.
I used an Australian dictionary for this.
Bogan.
Annie walks in wearing an over-the-top Met Gala-style gown with an Elizabethan collar and a tiny little gold hat on her head. Sorry, what were you saying?
Blow me down! She's a beaut! And you can walk?
The doctor said I'm fully recovered. Just in time. Just in time for tonight. It's a miracle. Annie twirls for Stephen as he whistles and claps in adoration. She takes this in, enjoying a rare moment of joy in the use of her legs. Stephen sweeps her into his arms and pulls her close.
Everything's turning around for us, Kookaburra. And I'm going to kiss you so hard in front of everybody.
Annie swoons. He's an idiot, but he's her idiot. Interior Babelstone Manor, control room, later. We see the following scene play out as if watching it on a video camera. A little red record button flashes on and off on the side of the frame. Charles, dressed in show blacks, fiddles with some controls and peers through a giant apparatus that looks like a telescope.
Shit.
Scrooge enters in a black robe and black floppy sleeping cap, basically just a theater techie version of his usual garb.
We're 20 minutes to curtain. Do we have a signal?
The signal appears to be jammed.
Jammed? Damn it, Charles, I thought you went to NYU. Fix it.
Charles nods. He won't let him down. Scrooge turns and gazes into a mirror, scrutinizing his own appearance.
Do you like this cap?
Then noticing Kylie.
Seriously, you need to film this?
The camera moves up and down as Kylie nods.
I cannot imagine this being of interest to anybody.
End act 6.
Wow.
Nice, Sarah.
We got to roll into this last one because
Start rolling.
Yeah.
this snowball needs to be
Yeah, this snowman needs
Rolls
to be
resolved.
down the mountain.
Yeah.
So this is the
This
last
snowball
part of
needs
the
to be
ultimate
resolved.
forbidden Christmas kiss, part 7. Das Ende ist der Anfang. And I wrote this part. Me, Jarad, hello. All right, so little girl will be played by Dana. All the other parts will also be played by the same person who is playing them. Kindly prison guard is Noah. Elliot is still Todd. Doopy is still me. Sarah's a prison guard. Mrs. Easter is Dana. Scrooge is Dana. Mr. Easter is Noah. Kylie is Lorraine. And Charles is Noah. Let's get this fucking shit going.
Yeah.
Interior County Jail, night. A kind-looking prison guard walks down the hallway smiling. A hologram of a little girl, because it's 2042, extends from his watch.
When are you coming home, Daddy?
I'll be home bright and early tomorrow morning, sweetie.
You're the best, Daddy, and I love you.
I love you, my princess.
Hands pull the guard by the throat to the floor, closer to the bars of a cell. The hologram disappears. Blood shoots from his mouth as he struggles with the hands at his throat. Interior the prison cell, Doopy takes one hand off the guard's throat to grab his squishy ball and shoves it into the guard's mouth. Elliot stands at the back of the cell, grimacing.
What exactly are you in here for?
What's my voice?
Lamb.
Oh, rat. I was framed. The guard's eyes roll back in his head as Doopy shoves the ball down his throat. Doopy pushes with every word. Put away for a crime I didn't commit. With the last word, Doopy shoves the ball in as the guard goes still. A sparkling gold Star of David hangs from a chain around Doopy's neck. Doopy quickly tucks it back under his shirt, leans back, blood on his uniform, panting. Now, we just need to kill one more guard. Then we'll have 2 uniforms.
We don't need to kill anyone else.
Doopy looks confused. That can't be.
I've got an idea.
Interior County Jail night, moments later. An oddly tall Elliot clumsily walks down the hallway wearing the recently deceased prison guard's uniform. The middle buttons of the shirt open and Doopy's face pops out. This is crazy.
Crazy enough to work.
Elliot pushes Doopy back inside the shirt just before another guard passes. Elliot nods, whistling. 2 double doors with a giant exit sign are at the other end of this hallway. They quicken their pace until they are right at the doors. Elliot is about to push the doors open.
Hey! Where the hell are you going?
Elliot turns to see a prison guard staring at him. Elliot searches for words.
Without these.
The prison guard tosses him a set of keys.
Hey, and fill up the tank this time.
Elliot manages a nod and the prison guard leaves. Doopy pops his head out and he and Elliot share a deep sigh of relief. Phew! Elliot then pushes the doors to the exit open. Exterior Babblestone Manor at night. Masses of people dressed elegantly walk the grounds of the sprawling, gaudy mansion. A large banner reads, B-Dubs Wing Off / Annual Best Christmas Couple Contest.
Nice, Jarad.
Fancy cars pull up in the massive driveway as valets take them away. Exterior mansion driveway, Mrs. Easter stands in front of one of her news cameras with a microphone. As she talks, we see shots of people eating wings, different couples, and 3 old, saggy judges.
Welcome to the greatest event ever, the B-Dubs Wing Off / Annual Best Christmas Couple Contest, or BWOSABCCC, at the Babblestone Manor. Hundreds of people have showed up to either watch people eat or to be one of those people eating said wings. And of course, some would argue more importantly.
She's a great reporter. She's a really good news anchor.
It's gonna be tough, guys. And of course, some people would argue more importantly, the annual Best Christmas Couple Contest, which pits a handful of couples against each other. Each couple will kiss on stage, and a panel of judges will determine who had the best said kiss. That couple will be crowned this year's Best Christmas Couple, a legendary achievement when it comes to being a couple.
Very good. That was great, Dana. No, that was awesome.
I'm so sorry. It's too funny.
Exterior mansion, the back lawn. Backstage later. A large stage is set up where a couple kisses on it. The crowd cheers.
The image of that is so funny. The crowd must be there watching it.
Imagine being cast as just like the couple kissing on the stage that we never returned to.
Good.
The crowd cheers and
Remember,
another
actors, these roles could be yours.
Remember that. Remember, this
why
is
we
the
do this
Actors
for you.
Podcast. Sorry, Jared.
No. The crowd cheers and another couple takes the stage. The judges nod their heads, looking at each other. That's good. Annie and Steven stand off stage right, taking in their surroundings.
I can't believe we're finally here.
It's all because of you, Annie Rebecca Christmas, soon to be Easter. We'll finally kiss and we'll be able to live happily ever down under. Good eye, mate.
Oh, Steven.
Annie spins in a circle with her arms outstretched.
You, this, everything. It's perfect.
Interior mansion
Oh my
bedroom
God.
at the same time, Scrooge watches Annie and Steven from a window. He steeples his fingertips nefariously. Mr. Easter and Charles stand behind him. Kylie films from a corner of the room.
Perfect. They have no idea this isn't the real B-Dubs Wing Off / Annual Best Christmas Couple Contest. Fools! Everything is going according to plan.
Oh, I'm still curious as to why we went to all this trouble, though, right? Couldn't we have just kidnapped them and forced them to kiss or something?
Scrooge turns slowly to face Mr. Easter. Charles backs up.
Wait, I'm sorry. This plan is flawless. It makes total sense.
Scrooge's eyes go black. His shadow grows. The lights in the room dim.
You dare defy me? I am your master, you egg-hiding fuck.
Mr. Easter's mouth opens for a scream, but no sound comes out. His skin turns purple. His limbs go rigid. Blood shoots from his orifices. The light in the room grows darker. Mr. Easter crumples to the floor, dead. Scrooge stands up straight. His eyes go back to normal, as do the lights. He straightens his cap in a mirror.
Let the end of Christmas begin.
God.
Exterior mansion.
I just got
backstage.
chills.
Annie and Stephen wait on the side of the stage. The couple on stage kiss to cheers. Mrs. Easter approaches.
L'chaim.
You kids ready?
Yes, 1,000,000 times yes.
Toot, scoot, and a root boot.
Annie and Stephen walk out on stage. Mrs. Easter smiles until they can't see her. Then her smile vanishes instantly, and she looks down. Perhaps she regrets her actions? Exterior Babblestone Manor backyard at the same time. They take center stage. Annie takes a deep breath.
And now our last couple, Annie Christmas and Stephen Easter.
That's over the loudspeaker. Annie and Stephen hold hands and turn to face each other. Scrooge, Charles, and Kylie following slip into the first row. Annie and Stephen lean in. Scrooge's smile widens as he leans in. Annie and Stephen pucker their lips. They are inches away.
Stop. Do not kiss each other.
Annie and Stephen stop, stunned. Kylie jumps on stage. The crowd is confused, as are Annie and Stephen.
What the hell is she doing?
My name is Agent Kylie Bobiley. I'm with the FBI.
The crowd gasps as Kylie shows her badge. Scrooge is pissed. He nods to Charles, who slinks off.
You've both been used. If you two kiss, Christmas will cease to exist.
The crowd gasps. Annie and Stephen look at each other, horrified. Could this be true? Is that right?
That's right. And it's all because of that man there, Ebenezer Scrooge. He wants them to kiss at the annual Best Christmas Couple contest. Why? Because a kiss from a Christmas to an Easter will change the flow of time and space and will inexplicably combine the holidays of Easter and Christmas, meaning no more Christmas.
The audience is terrified.
It's okay, though. I have all of Scrooge's plans, all his conversations on this tape.
Kylie holds up a VHS tape. Annie and Stephen nod in victory.
Thanks to me and the FBI, Christmas is safe, and that man is going away for a long time.
The tape explodes. Standing on the opposite side, zoink! Standing on the opposite side of the stage, massive sniper rifle raised, is Charles. He smiles a big pearly smile and fires the rifle again. Kylie goes down, blood pouring from her chest onto the audience, who scream.
Agent Kylie Bobiley.
Clean up. I'll dead.
Annie notices Charles' teeth. She has a flash from the past. A man with pearly white teeth killing her mom. It's him!
It's him. The man who killed my mother and probably did other bad stuff too.
A slow clap starts from the other side of stage. It's Scrooge! He takes center stage and addresses the couple.
Looks like the gift is out of the wrapping paper. And now it's time for happiness to die, for children's dreams to melt away like snow in the sun, for Christmas to be done or finished. It's over. I've won.
Scrooge laughs hysterically. Charles joins in. A prison van slams into a bar stand, sending people, glass, and alcohol flying. Elliot and Doopy stumble from the van.
We're too late.
Doopy reaches his hand in the air. A bolt of lightning shoots down into his hand. He now holds a golden battle menorah. We have to try. Scrooge lifts up his hands and points at the lovers.
Now kiss and make me the happiest man alive.
Annie and Stephen's heads slowly push in towards each other.
What kangaroo dung nonsense is this?
I can't control my head.
Elliot and Doopy jump on stage. Doopy battles Charles, both trading blows. Charles with his giant sniper, Doopy with his menorah. Scrooge pushes his hands closer, and as he does, Annie and Stephen's heads get closer. They try to fight, but to no avail.
We are too late.
I'm so sorry. I've ding-dongity dang failed you.
I thought we were meant to be together. I thought this was right.
Scrooge claps his hands together. As he does, Annie and Stephen's lips smack into each other, creating an implosion that sends a shockwave rippling over the manor. The crowd gasps. The moon darkens. Elliot cries out and grabs and goes to a knee, holding his heart. Charles has Doopy in a headlock.
It's done! Christmas is cancelled forever! I win!
Stephen's head hangs as Annie looks around at the carnage.
Fools! All of you are fools, and now everyone is as miserable as I am.
Scrooge laughs and laughs until...
Christmas is a Christmas time, Christmas kind of year.
What the hell is that?
The audience stirs as well. Annie steps forward.
Christmas is a Christmas thing. Oh, Christmas, oh, Christmas.
The fuck is she doing?
Stephen steps forward and takes Annie's hand.
Christmas brings Christmas to the Christmas boys and Christmas girls.
Enough of that!
Elliot and Doopy join in.
Christmas is a Christmas place, Christmas la-di-doo-dee.
I said stop!
The audience and even Mrs. Easter joins in.
Christmas, oh Christmas, you are a Christmas Christmas.
No! I'm melting! I'm fucking melting!
Scrooge melts.
It's working! Everyone, louder, louder!
Annie and crew step closer and sing even louder.
Oh, fuck! This is so fucking painful! Ow!
Scrooge melts into the floorboards. The crowd cheers. Yay! Stephen spins Annie around in a circle.
You did it, my koala dingo ate my baby bear. You saved the world and Christmas.
We did.
Stephen and Annie embrace. The crowd cheers.
Annie!
Dad!
Annie and Elliot embrace. The crowd cheers.
So proud of you.
I just wish Mom were here.
She'll always be with you, sweetie.
Elliot points to the sky where a constellation in the shape of Diane's face winks at Annie. Annie nods knowingly back. Great job, Annie. Nope, that's not my voice. Southern. Yeah. Hi there. Great job, Annie and Stephen. That was quite a miracle you pulled off.
Who the stinky dungarees are you?
The name's Doopy. Doopy Hanukkah. Everyone nods knowingly.
Icon.
Unfortunately, the murdering assassin Baker scum known as Charles got away. We'll get him, though. I promise. In the meantime, our families haven't always been friends, but I think it's time for a change.
I couldn't agree more.
Annie and Doopy clasp forearms. You performed any miracles before this one?
Right before this, I was able to walk out of my wheelchair miraculously.
Doopy nods knowingly. We'll need your skills in the war to come.
War?
You'll be hearing from me soon, Annie Rebecca Christmas. Real soon. Doopy sprouts two massive black angel wings and flies into the night sky. A chauffeur is heard, echoing in the night.
Shofar. You're Jewish.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, a chauffeur is heard, and he's playing a shofar.
That's one heck of a voice you've got there.
Everyone turns to see Agent Kylie standing and smiling.
Agent Kylie Bobiley, but you were shot.
Nothing a bulletproof vest couldn't stop.
Well, what about all that Vegemite and blood, huh?
Ketchup packets.
Stephen tastes the blood and nods.
Kylie.
That's ketchup.
Best way to have a bad guy think you're dead.
Everyone nods knowingly.
I can't thank you enough for stopping that madman. I'm back to FBI headquarters for now. But I've got a funny feeling this isn't goodbye.
Annie nods in mutual respect. Kylie puts her hand up just as a thin cord drops down. She grabs it and is yanked into the sky by a stealth plane and off into the night. Classic FBI.
Oh my God.
Elliot has his arm around Mrs. Easter. Both are smiling.
Mum, but what about Daddy-O?
Dad's dead, Stephen, and we've been just awful, but you kids have opened my eyes to how the world should be.
Annie and Stephen nod knowingly.
If there's going to be one Christmas Easter couple, why not make that dose?
Mrs. Easter and Elliot rub noses.
What?
And to make up for all the awful things we've done, here's a dozen wings from the B-Dubs Wing Off.
Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Mrs. Thanks, Mom.
The new
That was fast.
the new family digs into the wings. The crowd goes wild.
Well, I guess this means...
We can finally fucking kiss.
They lean in when Annie's stomach gives a huge rumble.
Oh. Is there garlic on these wings?
Interior bathroom, moments later. Stephen washes the shit off of Annie in the tub. As Stephen cleans the shit from her hair and face, he leans in and they kiss passionately. He climbs into the tub with her and the shit, and they start going at it passionately. They continue to fuck in the shit as the credits roll.
Oh my god, and that is the end of the ultimate forbidden Christmas kiss.
One of the best endings, I think. I've
It has something for
last
everybody.
It
Yeah.
really does.
Doopy Hanukkah.
Doopy Hanukkah.
To be honest, is
Incredible.
a legendary character.
A huge merchandising opportunity.
Yeah.
Disney Plus, if you're listening.
That's what you're going for, Hasbro.
Yeah.
And like, I want to
for
see
actors, directors, and Hasbro.
I want to see the movie of Doopy getting framed. I want to see.
I want to know everything
yeah.
about his backstory, his forestory.
We hope you enjoyed listening to the Ultimate Forbidden Christmas Kiss as much as we enjoyed making it. Follow us on Instagram at Starring Emma Roberts and on Twitter at Starring Emma Rob. We'll be releasing new episodes with new movies in the new year, so stay tuned for more. And please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts if you liked the show. On behalf of the whole team, Danny Cullen, Lorraine DeGraffenreidt, Jarad Kopciak, Noah Langer, Todd McClintock, Sarah Isaacson, and me, Dana Bell, thank you so much for listening. See you next time.